grace on me, and crown my good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for praise retreat that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God in thine every fall. Confirm thy soul in self-control.
There we are.
Yes. I had everybody on mute just to let it marinate.
I like it. I like it. Hey, everyone out there. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope you're having a good time with your friends and family, socially distanced, virtual, outside, 6 feet apart, all that good stuff. What's up, all you know bullshitters out there? Welcome to I'm a Little Buzzed, Sunday Wild Card Edition. It's John, Al, and Ra. We are the founders of NoBull 2020, presented by Bankers Healthcare Group. Today's wildcard show will include some audience participation a little bit, but mostly the three of us are going to go round and round to raise some money for a great organization. We're going to give thanks to some very important people. But before we get into it, now is the time when we cheers to life, love, a little bit of laughter, and a great debate between hot dogs and coonies. You wrote coonies.
Did I?
You wrote two
Then I
two
wrote
O's.
Conies and then Coonies because I never quite know what they're called.
Oh, coonies, conies, connies.
Connie?
I don't know. I'm reading off the thing, man.
I know.
Can we just cheers?
I wrote it.
I'm thirsty.
I'm just asking.
So let's cheers to all of that good stuff.
Oh.
Clink.
I missed it. What's Al drinking?
Al's drinking a
The
little
Jaeger bomb?
No, Fireball. A little. What do you call those things?
I don't know, but they're cute and they're tiny.
For those of you out there that didn't watch maybe our first Sunday wildcard episode, we found out Al loves miniature things.
Little tiny things, little baby things.
Yeah.
Did you steal it off your last airline flight?
No, I don't know where I got this from, but I love it.
Was
I
it
love
actually
too.
sealed when you opened it up?
It was sealed, yeah. That's brand. That's
Okay.
a brand new thing.
Oh,
It's a brand new.
so
All right.
let's so Rob, what are you drinking?
I went with Woodford tonight. I just thought with, what we're doing this weekend, we're thinking about those who have served and lost their lives that deserve a little more than white wine tonight.
Well, I just thought beer was appropriate.
Now I feel bad.
There you go. No, you're good.
A miniature baby bottle of Fireball. Who's the class?
The best kind of remembrance one could give.
Okay.
So before we dive into the show, let's have a couple of announcements. Starting with this week's sponsor.
This
Al.
week's sponsor is, it's not a long one, the Shake Weight. Just
The shake weight.
just go look it up, and if it's your thing, order it. Thank you, Shake Weight.
Yeah. Cheers to getting fit, one arm at a time.
That's right.
Shake it.
Probably the best arm workout
Not stirred.
out there, but we'll see.
Yeah. Is that their tagline? Probably the best arm workout
Probably the
out there.
best arm workout you'll ever get.
TM.
Shake Weight, Amazon.com. 2 days.
Oh, that's great. Fantastic. So, quick announcements. So, for those of you who have not been watching the shows, you wouldn't know that you can get a free ticket to NoBull 2020 featuring Gary Vaynerchuk and AJ Vaynerchuk and David Meltzer and Shay Rowbottom and a host of great speakers and panelists for free by buying a case of Empathy Wine. So you go to empathywines.com, wines.com,
Empathy
and buy whatever you want, 12 bottles of whatever you want, and use the code NoBull 2020. You'll get a free ticket and a bunch of delicious wine. By the way, the tickets go for about $200 to $240,
150 to 250. On our
150 to 250,
Yeah.
150 to 250. Yep. So you're getting that for free. Limited spots left. We do have a cap on that. So hurry up and grab that. Next, today's show, we'll give it a little bit of a primer. We're going to do 2 parts. Part number 1, we are going to give away 3 packs of Empathy wine to frontline workers. So everyone out there knows we're going through some weird shit right now. And yes, we are remembering today, and some of us are celebrating today, hopefully again in a safe way. But we do want to give a shout out and some very grateful thanks to frontline workers. So nurses, hospital workers, anybody in the medical field right now that is testing for COVID, dealing with COVID, just working through this in a this really weird time. So how can we do this? The best way is anybody watching right now, tag a frontline worker, a healthcare worker in the comments below. And we are giving away, what do we say? 3?
3.
I forgot already.
Oh,
Yep.
3 pack, 3 packs, right?
3 packs, correct.
Okay, 3 packs
Unless we
of
change our
Empathy
mind
wine.
through, and then we'll give away more.
Yeah, we can change our mind. The sun got to me. As you can see, I still have boat hair. So my memory's
Looking
already
good.
gone, but way more gone. Yes. And so that's the first part. So throughout this episode, I'll be chiming in, mentioning, but tag a healthcare worker, and we'll contact them, and we will deliver them some delicious wine as a thank you. The second part, which will come after our Q&A session, which we will have for each other, which I'll get to in a moment. But at the end, we're going to have our rapid fire session, which we always have with our guests, but we're going to have it in a special way today.
Yeah.
Our producer, AKA my lovely wife, Lindsay, has prepared 10 trivia questions that she will ask in the comments on Facebook Live, and the 3 of us will get a shot at answering them. If we answer correctly, we will be donating $10 to a wonderful organization, Heroes and Horses, which Rob will talk about in just a moment. And by the way, that's $10 per right answer. So if all 3 of us get it right, that's $30, right? And so we'll be ripping through there. And then I think Rob will, Coach will let us let the audience pop a couple questions in there for trivia if you have some good ones. So that's coming at the end of the show. But Rob, tell us about Heroes and Horses.
Yeah, so Heroes and Horses was started by a guy by the name of Micah Fink. Micah actually was raised here in upstate New York, joined the military in 2003, and later he became a U.S. Navy SEAL and a paramilitary contractor. So he started Heroes and Horses in 2014 after realizing that despite the thousands of PTSD-related nonprofits and the billions of dollars spent every year, that the statistics on veteran suicide and addiction was just growing out of control. So in response to that, Micah created a veteran nonprofit with programming that was really unlike anything else out there. So his work with veterans has been featured in Wall Street Journal, Men's Journal, TEDx, Yeti's 180 Out. And he's also the executive producer of the 500 Mile Project. So basically what it is he is linking these veterans with horses through an equine therapy program. And it is super powerful. We've had a chance to meet with Micah. We sponsor him personally, and it's just a great organization. And it's a shame that this continues to have the staggering numbers that it still does today.
So great organization, like many across the country, but one Rob has close ties to, and we've decided to donate to. So we're gonna have some fun with our trivia. Hopefully, we get lots of answers right, so we can donate a lot of money. Yeah, but the three of our brains combined have got to get one of that round's answers right.
We're definitely going to give at least $10 to that.
Yeah.
And there's no phone a friend.
And then to remind everybody, in addition to that, tag healthcare workers, frontline workers. We're giving away some wine to a random 3 to 5 random, depends. Right now it's 3 random healthcare workers.
Yeah.
The tags are already coming in, so that's awesome.
We got the tags coming in. That's good.
We got 3, so let's go 5.
So let's go 5. All right, we're up to. We're going to give away 3 packs of wine now. So Trish, I see you in there. Tag yourself. So yeah, don't forget to do that throughout the show.
Yep. Okay, so before we get that, the meat of the show, or not even really, it's all a good show.
It's all meat.
Yeah, it's a meatless show. Yeah, Lindsay and I don't really eat meat, so she'll be happy. We'll be happy.
I had a vegan yesterday, just to let you know.
Oh, from Strong Hearts?
Yeah, it was good. Although you can definitely taste the vegan in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you just know it had vegan in it? And so
I've had 2 of them before, and they were really good. And I was with my friend Jen, and first you could tell they were under a lot of pressure. They were smoked, that place, and I think they went.
Give them a pass.
I think they went a little strong on the vegan.
Oh, maybe give them a pass because they were like
I'm
slammed.
gonna get another one probably tonight.
All right. so
guys, I'll see you.
Yeah, I'll be back with my shake
later.
Somebody had a good idea, and we decided that Sundays would be a cool opportunity to, chat amongst each other, ask each other questions, some funny, some not, who knows. But we'll each ask each other questions, and we can share a little bit of story before we get into the rapid fire questions a little bit later. So do you fellas have questions prepared?
I do.
They're prepared in my head.
Al's gonna wing it.
I always wing.
Hopefully the Q-tip didn't push them out.
Yeah, I'm always winging it. And there could
Did
be.
You hear it?
Yeah. Did you say the Q-tip?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Q-tip didn't push them out.
There may or may not be the head of an off-brand Q-tip, which was my first mistake, stuck in this year.
Is that why you don't have a thing in it?
It's exactly.
Headphone. Are you worried about pushing it further in?
Like I'm nervous that like the audio music will like push it further into my head.
Beat it in there.
Yeah, like and the Q-tip just keeps going. I don't think it's in there, but it could be. So for all you healthcare people, I know you have bigger things to worry about, but maybe just drop suggestions in the comments.
Yeah.
How to push on Q-tip, off-brand, huge mistake.
All right. Well, Rob, since you probably are the most prepared out of the 3 of us, why don't you start with your first question for whoever you'd like?
All right. First one up. So this question is going to go to both of you. So what do you guys want to do? You want to do like one at a time? Just go around. Each one of us will ask one, and then we'll circle back.
Yeah. No rules here.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Sounds like a good one. Shoot.
Ready, John? What's the dumbest dare a friend ever asked you to do, and you actually freaking did it?
One popped in my head because I'm in rapid fire mode. I'm not sure it's the dumbest. Man, I wish like my high school buddies were watching. But so here's one. When I went to school at SUNY Cortland, and it's up on a hill like many schools are. And there's this one road that we lived on called Clayton. And it's like the screen's kind of narrow here, but like you start at the top of the hill and it goes down, and then there's a side street. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Al. So you come down like this, and then it levels out because there's a through street here. and then it goes down again. And so you're coming basically from campus all the way down to like the main street where the bars are. And the street is not the most well manicured street in the world. So potholes and just, random like cracks through. So I come home from the bar 2:00 in the morning, and my roommate, who is this like crazy surfer kid, bleach blonde hair, just goes ripping by me on a longboard, full speed, just like going, woohoo! And I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? So he comes back up, and he's like, man, that was awesome. I was like, holy crap, that was crazy. He goes, yeah, you want to give it a shot? And I was like, one, I don't know if I'm in the right state to give this a shot for the first time ever. And two, this road is not ideal in the middle of the night to be longboarding. Anyways, he talked me into it. I did it. The first time, I made it almost all the way down, right? Like I was a big time snowboarder, so I had a little bit, but I made it almost all the way down until the very end, when I didn't think about how I was going to get off of it before you get to the main street. And so I panicked, and I went to step off it, and I tumbled. Oh, I tumbled probably like a good, you see in the movies where they jump out of the car and just, that was me. Yeah. Well, I came up with bad scrapes and whatever, but I was pretty inebriated. So I was like, oh, let's do it again. So I did it probably like 6 more times. Yeah.
Sounds like you.
Sounds just like me, right?
You're a thrill seeker. You're adventurous. We talk about it all the time. You're out in the woods. You're making things out of pallets. It's what you do.
There it is. John, ask the next question.
Once it touches your lips.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, God.
Al, what is your favorite thing to do between the hours of 1 a.m.
Keep in mind, my mom's watching.
And 5 a.m.
My favorite thing to do between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Yeah, like you can go general because you're up quite a bit that time, but like
not sleep.
I go in the sauna. I go in the sauna. And
yeah, actually, give us like a time by time stamped 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Okay, so I'll go in the sauna. I'll hit some Netflix. Depending on my mood, I'll either come upstairs and play music, like through my headphones. I'll practice the piano. I'll mostly the piano, because if I start blowing the freaking horn, the neighbors will get. You know what I mean? There's no way you can silence that, right? And they're good neighbors. I don't want to piss them off. So I'll either play piano, or I'll learn a bunch of stuff I'll learn new tunes, or I'll learn new softwares or new skill sets, or I'll go on YouTube and figure out how to do whatever, or try to figure out how to be better at doing this show and, graphics and things. So I'll just try to learn all new skill sets, or I will crush. Like last night I was up until 5 a.m., like truly 5 a.m. The sun came up and I was like, oh, I'm sure I go to bed. Crushed a show called, what the hell's the show called, Rob?
Money Heist.
Money Heist. And that show has all of me, all of my soul. And it's the truth, and I can't stop. Like, part of me is like, I kind of want to scoot out of this podcast to go finish my episodes.
Oh, that was my question. Did you finish?
I did not finish. I'm just getting into part 2. Anyway, so last night's 5 a.m. thing was like, all Netflix. And then sometimes I'll get a little swipe happy, start a few conversations with a few strangers that I don't know across the country. It's the Bumble life.
Getting Bumble
life during quarantine. There's no harm. You're not going to meet anybody. You're not going to go see anybody. No, there's no risk.
Yeah. Oh, quick question.
Yes.
Has it come up in conversation at all that, hey, do you want a video chat? Like,
yeah, I video chatted with a couple people.
You have? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
With the purple lights on?
Yeah, I usually it's usually this setup. I kind of shift the angle though, because
wait, do you leave the mic in?
No. I leave the mic in. Are you kidding me? Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you.
They're like, are you recording this?
We go live on Facebook, and anyone I swipe whatever right on, I'm like, hey, do you go live on Facebook and meet everyone?
You're like, hi, Jessica, welcome to the show.
That's funny. Maybe that's next Wild Card Sundays. We just go through my Bumble and just freaking invite him in, tear it up.
Better have him sign a disclaimer.
So that's what I do from 1 to 5, and then sometimes I'll go on a bender and just eat a ton of shit.
Like vegan milkshakes.
Vegan milkshake, then I'll order a pizza, and who knows?
Toss them back.
I don't care.
Solid.
All right,
It's a good night.
Rip a question, Al.
My time. I gotta pull it up here. This is for Rob. We'll go with the serious one first.
All right.
No filter. And notice I pulled out my chains to just be a little extra like Italian tonight.
I forget, is there a horn on there or no?
There's no horn.
Cross or the
I have
horn?
a cross. You can't have a horn and a cross. It's very conflicting.
Oh, I couldn't see it. I just saw
the two crosses. So
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, Rob, what was your first impression of me?
Ha. So I tell this story when I tell how we started NoBull all the time.
Like when I walk in the room, I walk into Starbucks and you're like, oh.
Yep. So
like
here
him.
Al walks in. I'm going to paint the picture for you guys. And this is Al's typical gear. So he's usually got workout pants on. He's often dressed in black, as he is tonight.
Suit I have on.
He's all, yeah,
straight out of The Sopranos.
It wasn't velvet, so it was good. Jacket and a hoodie on and his hat on backwards, as you see tonight.
Yes.
And so my favorite part of the first piece with Al. So John spoke highly of Al. So I'm like, okay, so regardless of what he looks like, John had already vouched for you. So that was good enough for me. And so Al's piece of the pie with this, for you guys that don't know, and you would know because we can't get him to play the damn sax, is that Al is a very talented musician, and he's also well known in the event space. And so when I first brought the idea to John, he's like, well, whatever you do, we need an event guy. I'm like, I don't know one. Do you know one? He's like, yeah, this guy Al, he's a friend of mine. I'll have him stop by. So Al pops in, and when I described what I was thinking for the event, Al's eyeballs got as big as saucers. And he's like, I don't know what you guys are doing. I just fucking want in. Like, give me a seat on the bench. I just want to play. I'll give you everything I've got.
Let me in, coach.
And that was it. Like, he was team player from the get-go. The energy is off the wall. He's usually the one who's keeping us, laughing and crying at the same time. And it's just been awesome, so.
Cool. Well, that was sweet.
It was
there
very
you go.
sweet.
I thought you were going to be like, had a tracksuit on, couldn't stand him.
Yeah, actually told
If it
John
had been-
to tell him to take a hike.
If it had been velvet, like
John
burgundy velvet or
Lincoln.
something, it would have been a different story. But,
Tony Soprano's third cousin.
and he wasn't wearing the horn that day.
I know. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. John.
You're asking me a question, right?
What's up?
Actually,
who's
I'm gonna ask Al a question.
Oh, great.
So, Al, same question. What's the dumbest dare a friend asked you to do and you actually did it?
This is really tough for me because
There's been that many?
no, I didn't do anything. Like if I thought something was stupid, I'd be like, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. I'm not doing that. Like I've kept it pretty clean. Nobody like dared me, like everyone was like, oh, I dare you to do this. And I was like, well, you can dare somebody else because I'm not doing it. I was very, the dumbest dare. I can't even think of anything. Oh, my headphones are. I honestly can't think of anything. Oh, you know what? I'll say the dumbest dare was like, I used to be a pretty good like skater, like ice skater. I used to be a pretty good figure skater. And somebody dared me to do some stupid shit, trick stuff. And as a result, I fractured my ankle.
Ooh.
And now I have a fancy little growth bone spur that there's a term for that. All the medical people in here, somebody dropped the name of what that is, but now it's a sharp little thing on my ankle because of that stupid dare.
Do you have
So-
to wear like special shoes, or like does it like dig?
Do I
Or
have
is it
to wear
above the
special
shoes?
shoes?
I don't know. You said it like pokes out.
Well, it does poke out, but it's like on my ankle, so it doesn't. I mean,
Oh,
although
you wear
sometimes
holes in
I
your
wear-
socks?
when no, it's not a knife. It's not a.
Man, can you imagine if it was and you hit like
Oh.
new karate?
Oh my god! I just keep roundhousing people with my ankle.
Slice
No,
people?
so why that happened is they put the wrong cast on me. They put me in an air cast. It should have been a hard cast,
Oh,
and it didn't fuse together right. And now it's a lifetime of insecurity.
All right, so because you never had
Yeah, I'm not a
a great time of being dared, I'm going to dare you.
Oh, dude, I know exactly what you're going to say too.
What am I going to say?
Go ahead. I know.
I dare you to audition for The Bachelor.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
I did not think he was going that route, did
I
you?
didn't think you were going to say that. Well, I may or may not have already submitted paperwork and a video
Oh,
to my good friends at the On Center, who may or may not have put me to the top of the pile.
this got so good, just real fast.
This can I just tell you something?
I
This
don't
is
care
all
who's
true.
watching. I don't care
Yeah.
if anybody's watching.
This
This
is
just
all
became the
true.
best Sunday wildcard episode ever.
This is true. And it was that decision may or may not have also ended my previous relationship. Like me saying that was the beginning of a very tough downhill spiral. Because I was like, well, I think I'm gonna audition for The Bachelor.
You pick, but like, let me ask you a question. Did you audition because you actually wanted to like find somebody, or did you
No.
audition because you want to be famous?
This
Oh,
the
it's going to
latter.
be that guy.
Second. I
latter.
auditioned because I just like all of the other people on The Bachelor, none of them are going on it. And we can ask Tammy, who's from Syracuse. Nobody's going on The Bachelor to find love. They're going on The Bachelor to get TV time and some fame and 100,000 Instagram followers in the course of a few weeks. Like nobody goes on The Bachelor, and this is just opinion. Like you can believe what you want, but nobody goes on The Bachelor to find love. And I had no intention. Now, if you happen to find love, great. But
I think you would find it, Al.
I'd probably find it.
Or I think it would find you.
Huh?
I think it would find you.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is
All right.
the dare. Yes, I already did it.
All right, so there it is. So for those of you just tuning in, Al said that he's never really was dared to do anything stupid in his younger age. So I just dared him to audition for The Bachelor.
Well, it's done. So now we're just
And
waiting.
he's did it. So there you go. Stay tuned, folks. All right, John. Question.
We'll have like maybe we should build a Bachelor ticker, like an
We'll do
update
a
ticker
Bachelor
onto our
ticker.
website, NoBull2020.com, and just have it like go across the top of an update of where Al's application is in the status.
Yeah, it's pending, just like my unemployment.
I love it.
Fire away, John.
Who did I ask last time? You remember?
You asked Al.
Me.
Because I
Okay.
asked you.
What I stay up late doing.
Right. Okay. So I'll go a little bit more serious. Rob, what is the hardest thing you've had to overcome in your career? Any point during your career? Like what's the hardest thing that like the big mountain you had to climb and you got over it?
Yeah, so it was reinvention of Rob 2.0, I guess, and we talked about this before on the show. So I'm going from being a business owner, selling the company, thinking it was worth way more than what it was, and the reality is your business sometimes is only worth what people are willing to pay for it. And at that time, the company was worth 5 cents on the dollar because that's what the guy was willing to pay for it. And the other two companies said, hey, your client's going to hit the street, so why would we pay you anything? And so from that was the start of the climb. And then I was told that I was overqualified when I went to look for a job and that they could not afford to pay me what I was worth. And that led to working 3 different things, 2 of them being 35, 40 minutes from home. One of them was an overnight shift at a fast track market. And that's where I would go and run a meeting, and then I'd sleep in this closet with a blow-up mattress and a pillow and a blanket. Wake up, clean myself up, go work at a gas station in a not so nice part of town. The worst part of that was not the job. The worst part was having clients from my business walk in and see me there. And there's nothing wrong with working in a convenience store or any of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when they did a double take and looked at me, it was like, thought you had a decent business going, and now we see you doing this. It was not about the job I was working. It was, how did you go from a successful business to being here and not having your company? So, but 12 years later, because it was only 12 years ago, I would tell you that I wouldn't give up any of that because it has developed into who I am today.
Yeah. Kudos to you, man.
Unbelievable that you did that, though, really. I mean, every time you tell a story, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I actually, early on, and even hell, like periodically in the, I don't know, past few years, like when Good Monster had some down times, like I often thought, okay, what am I going to do if this thing all just crumbles, right? And, I'll go get a job at Home Depot. I used to work at Home Depot like through college until I had a terrible longboarding accident. No, I'm just kidding. But I did go into Home Depot quite often, a little scraped up from the night before. But I thought about that. Like I thought about like what would it be like to be in the lumber department, and then all of a sudden like the CEO of some company comes in, So kudos to you, man, for having the mental fortitude, intestinal fortitude to like get through that and then just keep crushing. Cheers
Albert,
to you, Coach.
Cheers. Oh, that was my little baby bottle.
Did you finish it already?
No, dude, I'm going to freaking.
Oh, I thought you were doing like each time you drank, I thought you were taking a shot.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's a little sip. I'm not going to get crazy.
I thought you were finishing one each shot. I thought you were 5 deep already.
No, are you kidding me?
Well, we're used to watching you chug 2 glasses of wine, so we're not judging or anything.
I'll tell you, this is good tonight. This tastes good. Fireball, I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah.
Did you chill it?
I'm definitely going to text a couple of people after the show.
Getting bumbified.
There's no question about it.
Bumbled up.
Tonight's going to be loaded with conversations and video chats.
All right, Al, question to you.
I got to pull out my questions again. Okay, this one's for. I'm going to get my Rob questions out of the way.
All right,
go. How many times? And don't lie. There's no lying. How many times have you? How many times have you actually played with your sword?
Probably clarify that for some people who've never seen the show before.
All right, so
there's literally no way around this. So like Rob
has
a big sword, like, and I keep saying it. And
I love this show.
Deeper and deeper and deeper, but Rob actually has this giant sword, and I want to know how many times have you actually gone in the garage or in the thing and swung that puppy around?
All right, see, here's the sword. All right, So here's the truth. The truth is, this is
God, I'm so jealous of you.
It's not my sword.
It's Michelle's.
So Michelle won this sword, and it got hijacked from her in a previous story, which we don't have time to get into, and we got the sword back.
Okay.
But she worked her ass off to on a contest through what she does as a financial advisor and won this sword. And when I tell you guys this is legit, I mean, this thing is like heavy as hell.
Right.
It's not super sharp on the side, but it's made in Spain.
Oh.
But it is legit.
I understand.
Real like Spanish conquistador.
But the question
sword.
The question was not.
The question is,
acquire it. How many times have you swung it in the garage?
None. Not a single time.
You've never swung that?
No.
Well,
how big is that room, Rob? How big is that room right now?
It is not big enough to swing the sword in.
Rob,
okay.
You'll go out tomorrow on Memorial Day with some fireworks attached to you, and just start swinging in memory, you know, in honor of our
I'll see if
country.
I
So you
can,
swung that 0 times. Well, that's a disappointment.
I'll see if I can get Michelle to video record me
Because I
swinging.
pictured you so many times just like.
Maybe that can be the promo for like our next wild card show.
Slow-mo?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Swinging it around, and then you like flip it over and jam it into the ground, and then Al, you can put like some
music
or
and everything will
my
be
team
there.
or whatever can put like some lightning bolts coming out of the ground.
If I were to do anything with it, I would recreate the scene from Braveheart.
There you go.
Yep.
And I just go chuck it into the field.
Yeah.
And then just watch
you
it
got
drop.
a sword like that, you got to swing it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Good Monster team, if you're listening right now, somebody pull out Al's last comment and let's make that a quote card.
Do you want me to just say that again?
Yeah, say it again so that you don't miss it.
Listen, if you got a sword like that, you got to swing it. Oh, gosh. Diane Kingsley, she says, swing the sword.
Swing the sword. All right, Rob.
The sword.
You're going to have to make a video.
All right, that's it. So now we know.
Question now is to John.
Oh, Johnny's questions.
Shoot.
No, you got a question, John?
I asked the question. Okay. Rob is next. I don't know. I'm just gonna ask you, Rob. Rob,
fire.
If your life was a song, what song would you want it to be?
That's a good one, John.
That is a great question. Wow.
Huh.
You know what? It's actually to both of you anyways, but I'll just do it now. So Al, if you have an answer, if your life were a song, what song would you want it to be? Oh, got a good one.
That one. Woo. Oh, Lord, help me.
By the way, when you guys are thinking, as you guys are thinking, Bia just chimed in. She goes, "We'll have this quote card."
All right. While we're thinking, also for all the people out there watching, thank you, all 15 of you, appreciate you. But if you know any healthcare workers, frontline workers, people that are really getting us through here, tag them. If you know any healthcare workers, friends, family, tag them. We're giving away 5 free 3-packs of wine to 5 random healthcare workers. So thanks for watching, and make sure to do that, and then we'll get.
Try to actually tag them too if you can.
Yeah, like actually
they can see it. If you can't, if you're not friends with them on Facebook or whatever, I understand. But really try to tag them so that they can see the thanks that you're giving them.
Yeah. What's up, Hank?
Any answers, fellas? Song.
Al, you got something? You're the musician.
There's so many good songs. I don't know. This is such a cliche tune in terms of like the title. It's a Tim McGraw song, which is My Next 30 Years. It's a good tune. Probably that one. Like that one. Live Like You Were Dying is another good one. It's a little morbid, but those are I say My Next 30 Years.
You stumped me, John.
You want to? Do I get points for that? We'll donate $10 for that stump to Heroes and Horses.
So that's an extra 10 for Stumping Rob.
Extra $10 for Stumping Rob.
We got a request. We got a request for the Three Amigos back. Return of the Three Amigos. Yes.
Yeah. You got to bring that character back for sure.
I will definitely bring him back.
Yeah. All right. Question. Same question goes to both of you on this one again. So either one of you can chime in. Favorite military movie and why?
I will go Saving Private Ryan. I don't know. I'll go with it. Probably Saving Private Ryan, because as far as I know, or like in my lifetime, it's the first movie that really showed, like, because it was such a high production movie, that it really showed like the horror of war in like and not that I like that, but just like it actually showed you what it was like, and like you're like, whoa, like,
yeah,
this is not like Hollywood, you know, like glamified up. Like this was bad shit. And as far as I know, I could be wrong. Like maybe there's older movies that did it, but like as far as I know, that movie was like the first one that really hit home like that.
Rob, I know what you're laughing at. I know exactly what you're laughing at, and I'm taking it. And I'll give the credit where credit is due. John got the serious one. Favorite military movie, hands down, Hank Versillo, my cousin, Tropic Thunder. There's no,
why?
There is no better comedic military movie.
That was a
all right.
That was a good movie.
Al, question. Fire away. You got anything left in the?
I think his headphone just fell out.
All right, go ahead.
You got a question? Are you out of questions, or are you good?
No, I'm not out of questions. Well, what time is it? I might have to be out of questions. No, we still got time.
No
got time.
No, you're good. Fire.
I've asked you this before when we were having deep chats to John. How many dates, whatever, how many days did it take for you to know that you were going to marry Lindsay?
Man, I could get super technical and say marry, like
you in your heart.
It was like insinuated, but it was the first, like the first chat we had, I knew like this girl, this is the girl.
Oh,
but so then our first date was like
first chat.
Yeah, but it wasn't
the girl. The first.
Yeah, but we hadn't gone on a date. Like I didn't. That's why I said I'm going to get technical, because like it wasn't like I'm going to marry this girl.
Right.
Because like first of all, I didn't even have her number. I don't know if I could ever find her again.
That sounds like a new thing to say. What's your name?
Yeah,
I'm going to marry you. That's all me.
You just get down and you're like,
I've been carrying this around for a long time, and you're.
Yeah, I've been waiting. This is my grandmother's, and I've been waiting for the right person. He's like,
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So Coleman's, I knew, like, from my perspective, I was like, this is a girl that I could see myself like being together with, and it being a good fit for a long time. But then our first date is when I knew, I don't know, like I didn't think like I'm going to marry this girl, but I was like, I'm going to be with this girl. Like, this is it.
God,
like until she either like dumps me or something else happened, like this is just going to be.
So pretty soon.
Forever.
Didn't take long.
No.
What about you, Rob? Same question. How long did it take before you knew like she's the one?
So it happened pretty quick. So our whole story, I mean, so we met online, and Michelle was
which site, like Match.com, or
it was Match.com. Before there was an app, so you had to actually log into the computer and do all that.
Their Tuesday sponsor, by the way.
So Michelle was a very smart mom, and she had a young boy to protect, and so she was pretty careful as to who she was going to let into her life, and so she put me through my paces before she would agree to meet me in person because of that. And so our first night we met in person. We stayed up talking from like 9:30 till 2:30 in the morning. Watched a movie, and we basically did a repeat the second night, like the very next night, and we've been together ever since. So So we met November 7th. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we were married October 8th the following year. October 3rd, I'm sorry.
So you met November. So just
Yep.
under a year.
Met, engaged, married in less than a year. Yep.
Wow.
Because we were both like at this phase of our life, like if you know, you know. So why do we have to like have some long engagement to appease everybody else in our life?
Yeah, I mean, just go for it. If you
So,
know, just do it.
Yep. So, and we got engaged. We were playing on our church's softball league at the time. So I've talked to my pastor, talked to her dad, talked to her mom, and I've got this ring in my pocket as I'm playing a double header of softball. And I'm like, please don't let this fall out of my pocket. Please don't let me lose the ring, And
Ooh.
at the end of the
Wait,
game,
Big risk, dude.
what's that?
Game with it in your pocket?
Yes.
That's
played
a
the
big
game?
risk.
Yep. I had
Dude,
it in
I'm
a
nervous
box
right now
in my
for you.
pocket.
I got goosebumps.
So at the end, everybody gathered in a circle, and you do a little prayer thing, and there was other churches playing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's me, my pastor, and then Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And so pastor's like, okay, so we're going to have something special tonight. And by the way, I was not in a position on the field where I was in they stuck me out in right field because that was my skill set. Michelle played all through school and in college, and so she was on the infield. But anyway, so we do that, and pastor says, hey, we got something really cool tonight. Michelle's like, fireworks? And so I come around in front of him and get down on a knee and ask her in front of all these people. I'm like, well, look, my chances of her saying no would be a lot less if I do it in front of a whole group of people. So we were
I'm gonna back her right into a corner.
Michelle, what do you say in front of all of these people?
Yeah. So I think she waited. I think there was some pause and hesitation.
Oh, she knew. She wanted to make you sweat a little. Yeah.
God,
good job, Michelle.
So, yep,
That's
there you
great.
go.
Great story.
Did you answer the question, which was how long did you know? How long did it take? You knew instantly, right? I got so wrapped up.
Yeah,
within
I know that was a great story, man. I would like.
What?
I was into it.
Less than 30 days. I'm like, something was there, and I'm like, she just, she had everything that I was looking for.
Less than 30 days. And John,
like that I knew that we were going to be like you said, John, like this is the one. Like, okay, maybe it wasn't wedding bells inside of 30 days, but it was like, okay, this if you were checking all the boxes, which she did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't give you, and Rob, you probably could, like the actual day where I was like, oh, I'm gonna marry this girl, like that. But like the intent of getting to that point was really fast.
4 to 5 months, Al, if you do the math. I mean, so proposed midsummer, so meet November, playing softball in the summer. So yeah, 4 or 5 months, 6 months. So
sweet. We got some, my friend Catherine here. She's just, these stories are so sweet. Your actual wife. Yes, I was covered in sand, head to toe. Covered head to toe in sand.
A guy on the team actually got pictures with a flip phone back then and produced them and gave them to us as a gift. So
that's great.
Yeah,
nice.
That's pretty cool. All right, next question. Al.
What
was the name of the first band you ever played in? What year was it? And a part 2 to that was, what was the first event you ever put on? 2-part question.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm having big time audio issues, by the way, so just ignore me. The first band I ever played in was my own. I started a band called, you guessed it, the Goodfellas. Go figure.
Tell me you all
Jen,
dressed.
Shut your mouth. Jen was there. I was 16.
Did you all dress in like? Would you dress? Did you dress up or no? No. You just.
No,
like,
we were. It was
wise guy, mock turtlenecks and suit jackets.
No, we didn't get into all that.
Okay.
No, the first band I ever played in was called the Goodfellas. My buddies from high school and a couple of other cats from a few different schools. And looking back, I didn't want to admit it, but like my mom was totally the manager, and let me tell you, she was good.
Mama Poochie.
She was like all on top of it with the management and the practices. She was like Joe Jackson, but a white woman.
Same thing.
She cracked the whip on practices and rehearsals, and like so we rehearsed at my parents' house. Obviously, best band ever, sure was. And then we played at the state fair for like 4 years in a row, which was great. And we were an oldies band, so we were 16 years old. That was 2001, I want to say, or 2001, whatever. And I was like, "You want to talk about business stuff?" I was like, "Listen, we need to start an oldies band because that's who gets jobs. Like play
Right.
oldies dance music and we'll get work. Screw the other stuff." So we were 16-year-old kids playing like Chubby Checker and all the oldie tunes, which are to this day the formula works. So it was a great band. 1999, 2000. Nice, good fact check, Jen. She was a roadie, not even a roadie. What were you? I don't want to say groupie. It'll make you sound bad because you weren't a groupie, but you definitely like helped.
Musical support specialist.
Executive assistant to the band. Yeah. So that was the first band, and we had a great run. I'm still waiting for the reunion tour to happen, but one of the guys has got like bipolar real bad now. He can't even function. The other one's a doctor. I'm this.
You're a professional
band
musician.
back together.
I want to get the band back together. True Hollywood story behind the music.
The Goodfellas.
I really
not asterisks.
Yeah.
Not the movie.
Yeah, we weren't worried about like copyright or anything like that back then. I think I used the actual logo too, like of the Goodfellas. I was like, yeah, I'll just take it.
Oh my gosh.
No one's gonna come after me, and they didn't. So here we are.
Yeah, you made it.
I made it.
Can we?
Can
I round out? Can I round out this segment with a double header question to both of you?
Yes,
and then we'll get into rapid
wrap
fire
it
questions.
up. Let's go. Yep.
Rip it.
Okay. So, either one of you can answer either parts of these questions at any time, since you might have to think about it. Okay. The question is, what is the most embarrassing thing that you can think of that you've been through? The funnier the better for our audience, obviously.
I'm gonna need this one.
And then what do you want people to remember you for after this life? So one kind of funny, one super serious.
Man, you really went. Oof.
Yeah.
You got one now?
I don't. Honestly, the most embarrassing thing.
Al, anything on stage? Anything on stage that's happened to you?
Most embarrassing thing. Let me get Rob. I need a second on this.
All right, go ahead. I got answers for both of them, so I'll
I'll
give you some time. All right, so college day, everything from an embarrassing standpoint revolved around drinking and streaking. Don't ask me why. Same group of friends.
Wait, I want to ask you why.
Same dumb shit. I don't know. So once was in Clayton up on the St. Lawrence. We've been out drinking, and my friends had an apartment right on the river. So they're like, "All right, first one." There was a contest in that case. Like first one to streak down the dock and jump in the water, wins or whatever. So down I go, and then they're like, "Dude, there's electric eels in the water," and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, yeah, obviously they were full of shit. There's no electric eels in the St. Lawrence River. And another time when that happened, it was winter. It was like Christmas time in Fort Edward. same thing. It was like a stupid dare, right? Like you guys didn't ask me that question, so that would have been the answer. Again, dumb thing. We were drinking and at a party, and that's what it was. So, and as far as what do I want to be remembered for, I would like to be remembered for the families that I've helped, to where I have I've changed their family tree. I mean, obviously, I want to have that for myself too, but the more I can do that, the better. And that happens in one of three ways. A is helping them through the Family ID ministry, where we help families to create their list of core values, and ultimately the list of it's their mission statement, their vision statement, and then their Family ID. That's a game changer for multi-generations. It could be financially, where it's somebody that I introduce them to Michelle, and she's able to help them through financial education, and that's a definite, multi-generational game changer. And the last would be through me teaching them leadership through a coaching, either a company or individuals. So all three of those things can work together.
Yeah, positive impact.
That's all I got,
sharing. Al,
you're up.
Oh,
anything?
Dude, I don't know. I can't think of it. I mean, so my memory is real strange, right? Like I block out a lot of stuff. We can get into this with my therapist next week. We're going to have her on the show, but I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of embarrassing moments that really were, I mean, this is a little crude, but like I did shit my pants a couple of times. Like as an adult.
What's the commercial? I don't know what this just popped in my head. Ship station or I ship my pants?
I just ship my pants.
Yeah, you guys seen that ad like 2-3 years ago?
No.
No? Oh, genius.
Like I just ship my pants.
We quote that in the house all the time.
Ship
right.
my pants.
Like I'm shipping them to wherever.
And they just keep saying it. And they say it on
I just ship my
national TV because they're not swearing.
Yeah.
I just Google it. I just ship my pants.
I mean, that's like crude and weird, but it's totally true. Like there was a couple times I did that as an adult, and I was like, well, this is
embarrassing.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. And it was just to me, really. There was nobody around.
Michelle said it was a Kmart commercial.
It's a Kmart commercial. I ship my
Kmart.
I just shipped my drawers.
I don't know how Kmart didn't come back in a huge way just based on that ad, because I just wanted to go buy everything on Kmart.com.
Yeah, but didn't work, at the time, though, I don't think we were in a culture of where those things were well received. Like, I think they were a little too ahead of the curve, and it wasn't
if they did it now,
they did it now, they'd blow up.
Yeah.
But because of when they did it, because of when they shit their pants, like it
they shipped their pants during the blue light special, and that just freaking screwed everything up.
I don't know. I guess that's my most embarrassing moment. I don't have any embarrassing moments on stage, really. Oh, no. I absolutely have an embarrassing moment on stage.
I was going to say, you didn't shit your pants on stage ever, did you?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Here's my
blowing the sax real hard.
It was one of my first bands, one of my first party bands that I was ever in. And there was a lot of I was new, a couple other guys were new, and the lead singer he would just yell what he wanted you to do next. So there wasn't a plan. So he'd just be like, "Don't stop believing." And you'd be like, "What?" And then you just go into it, right? So I was playing keyboards on 2 particular songs, and I'll never forget it because I almost quit being a musician. I almost quit the band that same night. It was a wedding too, like a wedding, somebody's wedding. So anyway, I go into, we're playing Build Me Up Buttercup, which is in the same key we do Don't Stop Believing in. So he yells, "Don't stop." So he yells, he's like, "Don't stop." And just doesn't finish the song. He doesn't finish the rest of the title. So I'm like,
He just basically yelled
The
at
song's
the
over.
band.
What do you mean? Don't stop. So I keep playing Build Me Up Buttercup. And I'm like, all right, bump, bump, and then the rest of the band like stops, and he's like, "Don't stop believing, don't stop," and he's yelling at me because this is like a show. So my one hand, like I totally froze. My one hand is doing like the bass line to Build Me Up Buttercup, and I'm like, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. And then my other hand goes into like Don't Stop Believing because I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. So I was playing these. It was the worst sounding thing. I mean, obviously, everyone knows the beginning of Don't Stop Believing. It's all piano, all on me. And I botched it so bad. And usually, as a musician, like if you screw up, the audience doesn't know, right? Only you know. This, everybody was like,
that is not right.
They all kind of looked at me like, did he just have a stroke? Like, what is everything okay? Because dude, I was like, and I wasn't even like, I wasn't even faking it well. I was like, I was coming undone as a keyboard player because I just my two hands couldn't just stop. So that was my most embarrassing moment. It took me a long time to recover from that as like blowing a tune. Like really, you botched that one.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So, and
I'm not gonna lie, oh yeah, go ahead.
Legacy. I just want, like, I just want the same legacy, not the same, but like, my dad, everybody knew, like I have the same name as my dad, right? Everybody knew his name, knows his name. Every time what's your name? Oh, Al, that his name was a big deal. We have very different industries, right? Like I'm in the entertainment side, but I just want that same thing where like nobody says anything bad. Like if I pass away and they're like, oh yeah, Kutri, I know him. And he like did this, and this, and like, was involved in all these things. Great guy. I just want to be known as like, he's a great guy. I don't want anyone to say anything bad about me and be like, just live a good life. Whatever I do in business, good for me. Whatever I don't, that's fine. But just like the name of like, if I ever have a son, I want them to be, or a daughter, I want it to be like, oh yeah, I knew your dad, like great guy, and then that's it.
I think anybody who knows you in here can attest.
Well,
you're on your way to that.
It's going well so far. So,
well, and Al, just so going back to that mess up as you called it on the stage. Look at what we want you to know is that, and I think Michelle says it best. Redeem yourself tonight, Al, and pull the damn sax out and call it Sax Sunday.
Michelle, you guys are the worst.
All right, rapid fire is going to save you tonight, Al.
Okay, so first
I
wanted to preempt the rapid fire with a acknowledgement of what Memorial Day is, which is remembering those who have passed, keeping our country free. So before we dive in, we are donating the winnings of our trivia to Heroes and Horses, but I do want to just do a quick cheers with everybody out there. So grab your drink, fellas. Grab your little tiny bottle of Fireball, Al. And everyone out there watching, cheers to those who have passed, saving all of us. Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Okay.
I love Fireball.
See, I actually hate Fireball.
Do you really?
Quick sidebar. This will take 20 seconds. First client Good Monster ever had was a bar that was heavily sponsored by Fireball.
Yeah.
And so the way that they sort of like showed me love and actually tried to pay me sometimes was through Fireball. So I can't drink Fireball anymore.
Are you able to say that bar or no?
I don't really want to, but you know who it is probably. Yeah.
I don't know because they probably had the Fireball girls, which I probably know because they were the promotional brand ambassadors. So let's have a sidebar.
Entirely too much Fireball.
Sidebar.
So the way this entire podcast is a giant sidebar most of the time. But the way this works, rapid fire tonight only is going to be a special trivia night. Our producer, Lindsay, is going to post in questions that have a right and a wrong answer. And the three of us are going to give our best crack at it. The ones that get it right, I will write down here, and we will donate $10 for each right answer to Heroes and Horses, a great organization. And if we get it wrong, then we'll try the next round. If any of you have your own trivia questions, you're more than welcome to post them in. We may select them, we may not. But if we do select them and answer them, we'll have to corroborate via Google to make sure we get the right answer. But before we do that, let's get this party started, shall we, fellas? How do you feel about this trivia?
I feel nervous.
You feeling good? You feeling
Yeah,
like
I'm a little
mentally sharp? How many drinks have you had?
I don't know. This little baby bottle kind of got to me a little bit. I'm a little
Did you
buzzed.
eat anything today?
because
I
of
had
the
a banana.
size of the bottle or the contents.
What? What?
Yes, yeah, both.
No, I had a banana today. And woof.
All right, here we go, guys. Ready? First question up. Without asking each other, who has traveled to the most states out of the three of you?
Right. What? I know the answer.
Oh, you know it for sure?
Yeah,
How do you know?
because I'm good.
Okay, then answer. You go first.
Rob.
States?
States travel to. How many have you been to, John?
You can't ask me before you answer.
I'm going to say me.
I told you it's Rob.
Um,
Johnny's older
I
than
could be wrong, but
oh. Yeah, but that doesn't mean
He's more
necessarily.
experienced than us.
All right, just because I don't want to be the one dude that doesn't get the $10, I'll go with Rob.
Rob,
Okay.
is that a correct answer? Do we get instant gratification? I wish we did.
So hold on, let me count real quick. I've been to
you'd have to verify.
um,
Tell me how many you got, John. It might be quicker.
1, 2. I haven't been many places at all. 1, 2.
I literally
I've
got
been
pull up a map.
to hold on. Wait, it doesn't count like going through the state, right? You've been to it as a destination.
Yeah, you got to start like
Right.
Okay. Man, this is a rocking.
Bear with us,
question.
people.
Yep.
No, I mean this is it. What?
I've been to
Google is slow tonight. Here we go.
I'm just gonna say I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been to 15 states.
Oh,
1,
All right.
2.
Do you think
Hold
you've
on.
been
I'm going to
to
get
more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, he's getting closer.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Oh,
21,
$30.
3, 24,
Oh.
25, 26, 27, 28,
okay. You proved the
29,
point.
30, 30.
Wow, 30 states for $30.
I should have written that on a different sheet.
And while
Okay.
we're counting states, don't forget tag
All right.
medical workers and frontline workers and healthcare workers. We're giving away free wine tonight to random 5 people. So tag them at whatever their name is. Don't forget doing that. 'cause
Tag
we're
somebody who's worked this whole time, who's been in the hospital, in the doctor's offices,
EMTs, all of it.
EMTs, yeah, somebody who's doing something great, somebody somebody who deserves that 3 bottles of wine.
All right. Next up, what was the first year the iPhone was released? Al.
Can't Google. John's gonna know that.
No Google. Hands up, everyone.
Hey Alexa.
I'm going to say
You shut your mouth. Al, you want to go? What are you going to say? Or who said that, Rob?
I'm going to say 2010.
I'm going to go.
I'm going to Google while you guys are looking.
I'm saying the very first iPhone was put out in 2000 and
I'm going 2009.
6.
Oh, Linz, what was the right answer? Or are we just Googling it? How does this work? I forget.
I just turned
Did
on
you Google it?
Alexa.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
Oh, you turned that off, Al.
No, I turned on someone else's in their house. Catherine Case.
That's great.
Sorry. Not sorry.
What was the right answer? Did we get it yet?
Oh, I said 2006.
Oh, 2007.
Oh.
None of us got it.
I was going to say
0.
2007 too.
Damn it. 2007, really? Man.
All right.
We're getting up there.
Lindsay, next question.
We're getting up there in age. Oh, Michelle popped in it too. 2007. What were you guys doing in 2007, by the way? What's happening in your life?
I was working on.
I was in Masters in Lemoyne.
Yes.
I just graduated. I was moving to Richmond, Virginia.
Nice.
I had sold my business or was in process of that. It was the year I met Michelle.
Oh, there we go. Full circle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Here it is. All right. Number 3. What country produces the most coffee in the world?
Produces?
Yep.
Colombia.
John, I knew you were going to say that. So now what does this mean? Because I was going to say Colombia.
Brazil?
But, well, what? We can't have the same answer. Or no, we can, right?
Yeah, you can.
So it's $10 per right answer.
I could be wrong, Al. Like
You could be wrong. I feel like you're wrong. I do feel like you're wrong because, like, Colombian coffee, like, come on.
it could be like a trendy thing, but it's not the actual answer.
I don't think that's the actual. I'm going to go with you're saying Brazil, Rob?
Yeah.
What if it's the U.S.? Do we produce a ton of coffee and just tell everyone it's from Colombia?
The most coffee in the world.
What about like a?
God, I want to say Colombia so bad.
What's the other one? Ethiopian. That's another.
Now we're just picking
the dark roast
from Cafe Cubal.
This podcast is sponsored by Cafe
Guatemala.
Cubal.
That's the one I get. 2 pounds.
Okay, I've got the answer. What do you say?
No, fire one out.
I'm going Colombia. I can't. I'm staying with Colombia. I'm with John.
Colombia, Brazil, Colombia. Lindsay, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm seeing Brazil is the world's leading producer and exporter of coffee. What do you have?
Whoa. Brazil. Half my team's from Brazil. Maybe they can hook us up with
Way
some
to chime in, Brazil.
So Brazil's the. So who got that right?
That was what I had.
Rob,
right?
Rob,
Brazil.
Thank God for saving this round.
So $10 on that one. Damn it!
All right,
Al and I, we're doing good.
Next
We're at
up,
$40.
Stupid, like Colombia. Like what were we thinking?
Hey, it was number 2, wasn't it?
Oh, was
Brazil
it?
in Colombia?
That'll make me feel
I
better.
think it was number 2.
All right.
I don't know. Okay.
Go ahead, Rob.
Next.
All right.
Next question.
Ready?
Lindsay.
Plums are to prunes as grapes are to.
I hate these type of questions. Plums are to prune. Oh, easy. Raisins.
Raisins.
Plums are to prunes as grapes are to
Piece of cake.
raisins. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
This is
right.
a big
That's
question.
$30.
Easy $30. You
Question:
want to confirm that though?
What do you like better, raisins or prunes?
Oh, raisins.
Raisins.
Prunes.
I actually like prunes better.
Prunes make me feel funny emotionally because every time I think of it, No, they do. Like when anybody says prune, I immediately like pre-association think of prune juice, and then I immediately think of like
Shitting your pants.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was always like if you having issues
Yeah.
and you go, oh, drink some prune juice. My grandma would say that.
Prunes are much more like there's a fucking stink bug or something flying around. Just hit me in the face. You guys see that? Yeah. Prunes are just, I don't know, tasty. Anyways.
Raisins it is. Lindsay, next question.
We're doing good. We're at 60. We're at $80.
Oh, okay. So we can get there. We'll get to 100 and something.
I sure hope so.
Prunes are good for stomach health. Jen, okay with that?
I want to know what happens if you eat prunes with apple cider vinegar at the same time. Those are very good digestive.
You can probably take a good guess at what happens.
Let's leave it there.
Certainly can.
Next question. What is an amuse bouche?
What? Amuse?
Oh no, it's an amuse bouche.
Bouche.
Amuse bouche.
Amuse bouche. Bougie.
Amuse bouche.
Is it bougie?
Are we singing that song right now?
Are we doing that?
Do you know what?
I know exactly what it is.
Who knows the TikTok dance?
I don't know. We'll get that for next week.
I'm so happy right now.
What is amuse?
I know that. So you guys don't even know the saying. I know the saying. So I'm gonna go last because I don't want to give you guys, or maybe I do want to. I'll give you the answer because we want more money.
What is?
And I'm not even sure I'm right. What is an amuse bouche?
Are we sure we're saying it bouge or bouge?
Bouge. An amuse bouche. I'm gonna say, don't you Google it, Al. Oh, I saw your head down.
I've got the answer. I'm passing. I did not know it.
Oh, well, you got to give an answer. That's the funniest part of it.
I had no idea.
I would go with. They call that the amuse bouche. The premium version of something in its entirety.
Al?
I don't know. Like I can just make it up, like balderdash, like amuse bouche is
Side note, what does like balderdash mean?
A bougie entertainer.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like the first time I heard the word bougie was like I showed up with a salmon colored jacket to an event.
Oh yeah, you're totally bougie.
Yeah. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, like amuse bouge. That to me, that's like do you amuse me, bougie?
All right, here it is. You ready?
Yes.
An amuse bouge or amuse gueule is a single bite-sized hors d'oeuvre. Amuse bouches are different from appetizers in that they are not ordered from a menu.
Lindsay, there's no way any of us would have got that.
I feel like Al, you would have gotten that out of all three of us, if anybody were to have gotten it.
That was a fail
because it was
all right.
Tiny.
What's the next?
You got to answer all the questions.
All right.
French term.
It's a French term that refers to she's telling one bite pre-appetizer to have with drinks to warm up your palate for the appetizer or meal.
I've actually had an amuse bouche several times. Just didn't.
Maybe we were just pronouncing it wrong. I don't know.
Isn't that called an for the plate?
No, pre-appetizer. It's like
an appetizer for the appetizer.
No. You know when the chef, they bring out like a sampler. Yeah, it's that. It's that little.
Probably,
I always thought that
probably really tiny, Al. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying, Al. How did you not know it? They're tiny.
Because they say compliments of the chef. They don't say amuse bouche. Would you like an amuse bouche? No, thank you.
Roger even knew that one. Finger food.
Next question. All right, John, you should know this. If you don't, you're in trouble. Which bone are babies born without?
So I know they're born with a tail, and then it shrinks. Maybe not born with a tail.
We're asking
like-
medical professionals to tag themselves.
But
You
when
really
they're like, I'm not a medical professional. I can say whatever I want and look like an
You
idiot.
just said, I know they're born with a tail.
I'm just trying to spark conversation. That's all.
Yeah, they are.
Seriously, when they're pre-birth, humans have little tails.
When
and
they're
then it,
immune
like
boosted.
it shrinks up into a spinal cord.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
go
Somebody
with
really
that.
tell me
weird.
I'm wrong.
I hate the human body, so I'll go with it.
Okay, but back on track here.
Okay, so which bone are babies born without? See, I'm thinking cartilage, but that's not really a bone.
So Lindsay says they're not born with tails.
Okay, all right. So here's my answer. Is it the skull?
The skull?
Because babies,
Well, they have a skull, but it's like
it's soft, right? So
that's a certain bone though. That is a certain bone. I remember that from biology. Like there's a certain. I'm not saying this is the answer, but there is a certain like
I need a drink.
no mandible. This is the mandible bone.
throw it back.
They're
Al.
born with that. They're born with that.
All right, I'm going to go with something in the brain area.
Have you ever seen a baby? They definitely.
Yeah, but you can't see their bones.
No, but they have a skull and they also don't have a tail.
What's your answer, Al?
I think they're
tried
not.
to correct
I think
myself.
they're not born with I'm gonna piggyback off of John's and say they're not born with a coccyx bone.
Really? You had
Cox
to go
Smart, actually.
coccyx?
Rob, don't look up the answer.
Do not.
Rob, no.
What?
You got to answer the question.
I told you mine. I said the skull. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'm thinking there's a bone up there. That's my answer.
Yeah.
Is it still soft?
Oh man.
The
All right,
bone hasn't completely formed.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I guess that would be my answer too. We got to let it slide because it's for charity. But whatever bone this is right here.
Yep.
Okay, can somebody chime in here? What is that bone that apparently babies?
Yeah,
are born without?
before. Did you look it up yet, Rob, or no?
I did.
What's the answer?
did.
I'm not. Do you want the answer?
Okay.
No, I mean it doesn't matter.
No, we want people to. Lindsay's got the answers too, so she can chime in. But we want anybody else to guess out there.
As a result of how stupid this particular answer was, we're going to donate
Yeah,
$1 million to
Can we get
Babies Without Skulls.
We get some smarter guesses just to.
Come on, guys.
divert the-
You guys are all watching. There's
What's the
18
answer?
of you on. There's the answer.
all right, Lynn.
Kneecaps.
Kneecaps.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
But see, it's like it's a cartilage. So there's a cartilage in place.
Kneecaps.
Crazy.
yeah, Catherine got it right too.
So when the hell did
She
they
said
come
kneecaps.
in? When did the
That's a
kneecaps
good question.
come in?
It's not a
Trivia question.
So if you
Out
poke a
there.
baby's knee, what happens?
The cartilage is there, kind of like their ear or
Like
their
there's
nose.
no
or-
kneecap?
All right, next
Yeah.
question. Oh my gosh, Lindsay, are you killing me?
Come on, Lance. Oh, this is actually I know this one.
Our bodies
I
are
think I
made
know
up
this one too.
of what percentage of water? Al?
Oh, I don't know exactly though.
78.
I'm going with 95.
78% water.
I was going to say 90.
I don't think I knew that.
78, 90, 95. Linz, what do we got?
This freaking stink bug is literally crawling up my laptop right now. Across the top now.
Get rid of
I thought you were going to say he was crawling up your lap.
No. And you can't crush them because they smell like shit. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to flick them. I just pissed him off. He's flying around now.
Oh gosh.
60 to 65.
Oh,
Al is
come on.
closest.
Then why do people say like, "Oh, your body's made up of 80% water"? That's not. Wait.
Apparently, 90% was not good.
Oh,
I said
she's saying that was the
95.
wrong answer.
Yeah.
95. How could we ever get dehydrated if our bodies were 95% water?
So I was the closest. I said 78, right?
You were the closest.
Still went over though.
Why
Losing.
don't we give? Let's just do $10 because
Just
you were
10.
the closest.
So if we're all wrong, it's a default $10.
Yeah.
To
All right, ready? What
Yeah.
animal symbolizes good luck?
ah
What animal?
oh
Not the silverback gorilla, Al. What animal
symbolizes good luck?
symbolizes good luck?
Let's do this because we're all either
I'm going to
buzzed or
say the cheetah.
I'm definitely buzzed.
closest
Cheetah.
without
Oh.
going. Can't do that.
Can I ask a question? In what culture?
Oh, yeah.
Different cultures have different good luck animals. And I'm going to challenge this, judges. What culture are we talking about?
Yes.
Or religion?
Lynn's,
Because,
any
like,
feedback?
Isn't the elephant in like in like India? I think the elephant.
Did you guys hear that crack?
Did it loosen up the Q-tip?
I don't know.
The Q-tip stick broke in his ear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in India. I think it's the elephant, or the tiger. One of those.
I'm going to say rabbit, like rabbit's foot.
stumbled into
Rabbit's foot
in Europe.
Oh, and
in Europe.
Jen was born in Europe. I'm sure she'll know.
Oh, no, that's not right. All right, I'm gonna go with. I feel like it's a bird.
And commonly known in the States.
Oh,
that leaves me out. I'm wrong.
This is
all
tough.
right, let's just throw some.
I'm
guesses
going.
I'm going to say the cardinal then.
I'm going rabbit.
Cardinal, a rabbit, and a humjagger.
Jen says you know it.
Because she was born in Europe. That's all she ever talks about. I was born in Europe.
Oh, you know it. I was born. I thought she meant like you actually know the answer.
No, I don't know anything.
Okay, commonly known in the States, Europe.
Rabbit, cardinal.
I feel like it's not rabbit, but I hope it's rabbit, so we get $20. So I'm gonna go with rabbit. Rabbit. I'm pretty sure that's not the answer. Would you guess cardinal? So if it's a bird,
Cardinal.
Then we're gonna do $10 for you, Rob.
Any bird.
Any bird at all.
Pretty bird.
Hummingbird.
Pretty bird. We'll donate $10.
Ladybugs.
Oh, come on, man.
Really? Oh yeah. Yeah. I knew that. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed it, but yeah.
All right, what do we think? One more question? Wrap it up?
I don't know. How many more? Did we do 10 already?
Let's see where we're at. 10.
We should be
We're
close.
at 60. If we got to get 100 at least. So let's do another question or two.
All right, let's keep it going. We got a crowd here. Who cares? They're fine.
Let's go.
Question or two.
That's an insect.
not an
That's
animal.
correct, Jamie.
Ooh, challenge of the judges.
Uh-oh.
What year did Elvis die?
Oh, I should know this one.
1963. Two.
I'm saying 64.
1967.
2, 4, and 7?
1967 is what I'm saying.
2, 4, and
2,
7.
4, and 7. What do we got, Linz?
Can you guys name one Elvis song? I
Can name
can't.
about 100.
Blue suede shoes?
Can you?
Yeah, love Elvis.
Oh,
man.
that was Elvis?
King of rock and roll, man.
How do you know what song? Like, what happens in your brain when you just know? Is it you've heard other people say it?
Wow, we killed him off way
1977,
early.
10 years off. Oh,
Yep, we put him in the ground.
damn
All
it.
right, let's
really-
rapid fire. Next question, Linz. We got to get to $100 at least.
What NFL team is worth the most, and how much are they worth? Oh,
Oh, come
We're
on.
gonna do double for this one
double.
because it's 2 questions. I definitely know one. It's the Dallas Cowboys. So there you go, fellas.
New England Patriots.
I literally just gave you the answer.
Wait, it's for sure the Cowboys? No, I'm going Cowboys too. I can't change it. I don't
Yeah.
watch sports. I don't care.
We're trying to get money here for a charity.
Yeah, well, yeah, for the thing. Cowboys.
But I don't.
Yeah, I was going to say Patriots, and
Yeah, but John's very confident. Let's go Cowboys.
I'm gonna feel real bad if like it changed last year somehow.
like 1.2
No,
billion.
Go with John on
It
this.
did.
It's a $30 question. Cowboys.
If it changed last year, like somebody made a drastic investment. So I would go Cowboys. So here's so that's
And how
that's
much
a $10 question. How much though? I don't.
I said 1.2 billion and the Patriots.
Oh, you are going Patriots. Okay. I'm gonna go Dallas Cowboys and 2.5 billion.
I'm going to go Dallas Cowboys and 2.3 billion.
This isn't closest without going over.
Oh, it's not?
But if it was, you might have gotten me.
Yeah, well.
All right, there it is. Patriots 1.2. Cowboys double trouble. 2.4. What'd you say? 2.4, Al? 2.3 and 2.5.
Wow, there it is. Cowboys at 5.5.
This is
God, that went up a lot.
This is a joke.
All right, guys.
All right,
just a reminder to tag your heroes, your frontline people, as we get ready to wrap up tonight.
Yeah. We cleared our $100. 30, 50, 80, 110. I sort of feel. Oh, we got one. We got one more. Last question. We'll get some more cash.
Rob, come on, bro.
All right,
Rob,
so here's what we'll do. We're going to do $10 for every right food.
This is
I love it.
Okay, so every right food that Lindsay gives us back or answer
I'm gonna
is
have to start a tally here.
I already know it.
All right, so I'm going to say Utica Greens. I'm going to say it's the Oskin Eats Pizza. It's the upside down pizza. Chicken Riggies. Those are the three that I can think of.
I got this.
Yeah, greens, chicken riggies,
Utica greens,
tomato pie,
chicken riggies, and cannolis.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Utica greens, chicken riggies, tomato pie.
Oh, Michelle.
And half moons. Boom.
So we all said the same thing except for cannolis and half moons.
Yep. Let's see what we got, Linz.
Come on.
So I think Rob, you said you got two of those. Definitely greens and riggies. I know for sure.
Chicken riggies, greens, half moon cookies, and tomato pie. There it is.
Johnny.
So
that's what?
Well, by the way, I learned all of this when I met my wife, Lindsay. Knew zero before. She's from Utica, basically.
Utica.
All right, so this is good. Thank God this was the last question. I felt bad before this one.
Some of those were hard, though. I mean, like
the answers were funny, though.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got. Let's roll through this here. So we got Rob. You answered first. You got chicken riggies and greens,
and the tomato pie. I called it upside down, but yeah,
I got them all except for the half moons.
Okay.
So it's 30 for me, 30 for Al.
40. Perfect. 30, 40. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are donating 40, 30, 70 is then 100. So we're $210.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Thank you for that last question, Lindsay.
That's each one of us the takeaway from tonight.
In general,
Just whatever. Like your takeaway.
Sunday
from
wild
tonight.
cards are actually really fun.
Some of the
That
what?
was my-
Sound cards?
No, Sunday wild card episodes are actually really fun.
There were no sound credits
I
tonight
had
because
fun
you
with
didn't
you
play
guys.
the freaking sax.
I think the fireball helped. I'm not playing the section.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun.
It's a whole thing I gotta do.
All
All
right,
so we
so
got
here-
210, right, John?
$210 donated to Heroes and Horses.
Awesome.
Thank you everyone for chiming in, and thank you, Lindsay, for posting the questions. Just one final reminder, as Rob said, if you have any last minutes before we sign off here in just a few minutes, frontline workers, healthcare workers who you can tag to show your appreciation for them and all they're doing to help us all stay as healthy as we can. We're giving away 3 bottles of Empathy wine to anybody tagged in the comments. We'll check them after the show ends. But as always, thank you everyone for watching. Fellas, I think it was a great episode.
I'm sorry. All I can think about is the next time I come across a friend that has a baby, I'm gonna be like, they don't have any kneecaps. Like it's
Did
not
you start
gonna
like,
be
what are you gonna do? Go
You're
up and
like-
like tink, 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 tink,
yeah,
tink, tink, tink.
exactly what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be like, oh, your baby's so cute. I'm gonna be like, guess what? No
Yeah.
kneecaps.
You're like, yeah, your baby's cute, but it doesn't have any kneecaps.
Yeah. So think about that. It's like,
Awesome. So
Hey.
anybody watching out there live, make sure you subscribe, follow, share this on Facebook and YouTube. That's where we go live. But our big deal is podcasts. So you can catch us on any podcasting platform: Apple, Spotify, Google Play. Make sure you subscribe there so you can listen to us when you're working out, in your car, all that good stuff. And don't forget, we have guests Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have guests on the podcast. Last week we had the founders of Iconic, a multi-million-dollar art company that's growing like a freaking weed on social media. We've had Steve Hale, who is on American Restorations. Great guests coming up. This Tuesday, I think we have a trick shot golfer on, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. What's his name again? Do we know his name?
Yeah,
I'll have to look at this.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll look at the schedule. So, yeah, join us this Tuesday.
Are we gonna?
Thanks,
we're gonna
everyone.
pick the wine winners right after and get a hold of them.
After.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Colin McCarthy. I knew it was Colin.
Colin McCarthy.
Yeah,
All
we have
right.
Colin on. Yeah.
Hi, Colin.
All right. Thanks, Al. Take us out.
Appreciate you guys. Love you.